And now we're just going to focus on some of the taxation changes. We had a question here from John, and I think there was about 15% of you who were from a self-employed or a business background, is the small business tax measures. And it's really encouraging you to go out and spend on items that are going to help the productivity of your business. But the key measure is, for those people in that scenario immediately, is that you can purchase a business asset of up to $20,000 and immediately write it off. So normally if you buy something over $1,000, you have to depreciate it over a number of years. As of budget night at 7:30, you can buy as many assets as you like, up to $20,000. So you could buy 5 items at $19,000, and you could buy lots of those, and they'd be able to write them down immediately. If you buy an asset that's worth over $20,000, then you need to depreciate it as per previous rules. I think it's 15% in the first year and 30% in other years. So this means that those people that do have an ABN, they can purchase business assets, and whether that's a vehicle or some other asset, and you can write it down immediately, which is a great tax saving, particularly if you do need that item. The other benefit for business owners and self-employed, so you just really need to have an ABN, and your turnover needs to be less than 2 mil. You'll also be receiving it if you're an incorporated business, so that means you've set up a company, then you'll get a 1.5% tax reduction as of the 1st of July 2015, from 30% down to 28.5%. If you're not incorporated, so you're just running as a sole trader, a partnership or a trust, and your turnover is less than 2 mil, then you'll get a 5% tax offset up to $1,000. So what that means is that when you submit your tax return and you're showing that your income has been derived from business purposes, then you'll get up to $1,000 discount on the tax that you would otherwise pay. So it's a bit of a bonus for those people who are self-employed, and that's for the next 2 years. So from this financial year back up until, I think, 1st of July 2017. I think that answers John's question, who asked, what are the small business implications out of the budget? That's a key measure. Again, there was a number of hits for people that are overseas. If you have got a HECS bill, a HECS debt, and you're working overseas, then from 1st of January 2016, the government wants you to notify them of your earnings overseas, because they're going to deduct some of your earnings to pay off your HECS debt. So they're trying to collect some of those HECS debts for people who have moved back overseas. There are farm write-downs, similar to the business tax measures, that you can write down fences, water facilities and fodder storage assets a lot more quickly. I think the fences and water facilities, you can do it immediately in that year. Fodder storages, I think you can write that down over a 3-year period. So there's some changes there as well. Employees of public benevolent institutions, there's a fringe benefits tax exemption will increase from $30,000 to $31,177, and that's due to the budget repair levy, which is that 2% additional tax for people earning over that certain limit. So there's this increase in both that figure, and for those working for public hospitals and the like, and non-for-profits, then your fringe benefit tax amount for the coming year will increase from $17,000 to $17,667. So there's a slightly more that you can package there. But there are some implications for those people who utilise their meals allowance. So whether that's somebody in public benevolent institutions or public hospitals and the like, you can only claim up to $5,000 in meals and entertainment. Previously there was, I don't think there was a limit on that, and so they're trying to rein that in a little bit. So I think you could spend like 20 grand on a wedding and it could be totally packaged. So they're trying to pull that loophole in a little bit as well.